I am with Grant Gordy. Whatever that was really, really special. What was the name of that?
That was an old jazz standard called Body and Soul.
Wow, that is really, really cool. Here I am with Grant Gordy, and
at the home of Rich Gordy in Fort Collins, Colorado.
Thank you. And I'm lucky to have known Grant and his family, Rich Gordy and his brother. And anyway, we were talking about the early days of when I first met you years ago. You were playing at Starbucks for free coffee and tips. And then that evolved into playing with David Grisman and...
Yeah, we actually met at Starbucks.
You did? Oh, wait, you and Grisman?
No, I'm kidding.
Oh, okay. And so anyway, you've certainly added a lot to bluegrass and jazz and the combination of bluegrass, or what do you call the kind of music that you play?
You know, it's hard. It's just music anymore. It's hard. You know, genres are a difficult thing, and they're always tricky, and they're usually just so you can sell stuff, you know?
Yeah.
But fortunately, I play music that's not saleable.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you're in a very specialized category. I mean, I look at the kind of chords you play and the music you play, and it's super, super technical, but it's beautiful music. And anyway, what kind of plans do you have for the future in terms of where you would like to go musically, what you would like to do with the music, and so on?
Yeah, well,
simple question.
Yeah. So I'm living in New York, where I've been for almost 6 years now, and I do some teaching there. I take private students, and also do camps in different parts of the world. So I usually have a handful of those on the calendar in a year. So this year I'm doing I've got a couple on the books already. I'm doing one in the UK in April, and do a little bit of touring while I'm over there. And as far as longer term stuff, I'm working on some solo guitar music, so I'm working on some recording for that. I'm working on some of my own instructional material, so I'm looking at putting up some kind of a book or something, you know, that I can sell at gigs and camps and stuff. And,
well, you have a lot of videos on YouTube. Grant Gordy playing here, playing there with all kinds of amazing musicians all over the world, and you're able to make I assume, a pretty good living at it, or
I'm surviving.
You're not living on porridge and water, but you're surviving. But I mean, the music that you're putting out there is just at such a high level and so specialized and so beautiful that your day will come faster than you think, I believe.
I think I'm really lucky to get to do, you know, mostly music that I want to do. I think that's I feel really privileged to be able to do that, because, you know, it's hard when you sort of consign yourself, is that the word, or resign yourself to making a living as a musician. You never know what you might have to do to pay the bills. Some people teach and they really don't like teaching, and some people really love it, and I happen to really like it, and I don't do a ton of it, but it's a thing that helps me survive. You know, I enjoy teaching, and the kind of music that I get to do generally, you know, I don't have to, you know, slug it out on the road doing like a pop gig that I really don't like or something, or, you know, which is not unheard of. So that's just to say that I feel really lucky that I've been able to mostly collaborate with people where it feels like there's a good amount of like aesthetic overlap. We like the same kind of stuff, and yeah, I just get to usually do music that I like, which feels great.
Well, you're pretty versatile. I mean, you're able. I've seen you playing a little bit of country, some amazing bluegrass with Grisman and so on. But also, I've seen you playing some pretty amazing jazz. And in fact, tomorrow night you have a jazz gig here in Fort Collins with Mark Sloniker, is it?
Yeah, Mark Sloniker. Who actually, I'm really excited because I haven't played with Mark for years. And when I lived here in Fort Collins, like, it's already been 15 years ago now.
Yeah.
Which is hard to imagine, but he actually was the first guy to ever give me a jazz gig. Like when I was learning my first couple tunes, you know. He, and so I lived here in Colorado for 10 years, and I worked with him quite a lot over the years that I lived here. And of course, I moved away. I've been away for about 6 now, and I've seen him a couple times since then, but I haven't played a gig with him since I moved away. So I'm really looking forward to getting to play with Mark again.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow night. Well, what's it like having left Hicksville, Fort Collins for New York City? What's the scene like in New York City?
Well, the scene is great. I mean, I lived in Denver for most of the time I was in Colorado, actually. So I, you know, which is, it's not New York, but it's a city, and so I inured myself to that lifestyle a little bit. But I was really, you know, I was excited to be there when I made the move, and I had traveled there. You know, I'd been touring already, so I'd gone there while on the road, and I always really liked it while I was there. And it's just, you know, it's the kind of place where you can sort of find anything going on, and I really love that. I love that you can, you know, wake up in the morning and like go look at a Picasso, and then, you know, and then go see like the best classical violinist in the world that night or whatever.
Yeah, it's all there.
It's all there, and it's, you know, and there's really high level of musicianship available, both like people to play with, and so it feels like I'm always being challenged, and you know, there's people I can study with if, you know, if I have time to take lessons and that kind of thing. It's just like there's just so much going on, and so for me, as far as what I value, you know, it's like a really incredibly just really rich experience. You get to be there.
And you're traveling all over the world, of course, and that on top of being there, like you say, with all the cultural and being surrounded by all these amazing teachers and inspiration, art, whatever it may be. Well, Grant, I'm very, very fortunate to have met you, and I've learned a lot of guitar from just watching you play. And
Dad too, right?
And jazz, yeah. And I really thank you for your time, and I wish you the best.
Thanks, Pablo.
Yeah. Adios. That's a good ending.